Hi guys, it's Costas here and Costas, yeah, Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about the journey of Costas and the feedback he's giving me about the survey that's provided to him.
Well, what should we talk about first? What's the main thing? Progress, I would say, yeah, it's good. It's on track. I'm confident that I'm improving every lesson, so I'm really comfortable with that. And Carlos pushing me, so the only drawback is I can't cheat. Carlos makes me work. Apart from that, everything's good, on track. Really, I should be taking more note of the differences, to tell the truth. I think it would have helped if I'd have taken more photos at the beginning so I could see the development, but I didn't do that. That's one thing I regret, but otherwise, strength-wise, I'm feeling
However,
stronger.
we did take photos ourselves, so I've got these photos in the beginning.
Oh right, sneaky.
So I do have it. I forgot about the before and after pictures, but anyway. But what he's on about is about some people take pictures every single week.
Yeah.
But with Costas was about getting obviously fitter, stronger. It wasn't so much the aesthetic looks. So that's the reason why we didn't take so many photos.
No modelling contracts,
Not for him.
So yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. I can't think of anything negative or anything. Everything's fantastic as far as I'm concerned. And I hope it's as good for all you guys out there as well when you're training.
Brilliant. In terms of strength, how do you feel?
Oh yeah, definitely feel stronger. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the things that I was lifting, I'm lifting them with much more ease and less effort. And the stamina, if I have a break, listen, be honest, when I'm having a break, and I have so many days off, the stamina does get affected, obviously, if you don't keep that level of intensity up, as well. But then it doesn't take long to snap back into it because it's genuinely there. It's not sort of like
brilliant.
It's not my
motivation. And it's in terms of obviously overall fitness, and because obviously when he came to me, the main focus was obviously fitness and strength. That was his goal. So we basically been on it every single week. Overall development, what would you, in the scale of 0 to 10, where would you say you are now?
In the scale of?
0 to 10?
I've got to be up there with the 8s.
8s.
I mean, I'm a bit of a perfectionist kind of thing. I know I'm honest with myself, so I know I'm not as good as I could be.
Sure.
So I'm never going to reach probably 10, if I'm being honest with myself. But then, as I get stronger, I push it further. So Brilliant. It's always a little bit out of reach because it's never going to be 10. It's always going to be what I can get better.
Correct. In terms of sessions, how would you find the sessions?
They're all good. Yeah, they're like testing me. There's no such thing as an easy lesson. Sometimes they seem like they start off, but then by the time we've finished, definitely.
It's emotional.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. What would you say to these guys in terms of obviously the guys that don't know about me and what I do? How would you explain it?
Listen guys, you need people who know what they're talking about, they're confident, and they know people and they know you. So once you talk to them and you explain to them what your goals are or what your problems are as far as your fitness is concerned, they should, if they're good enough, be able to sort of like guide you in the right places and tell you what not to do.
It's got to be. Shit. So we just have to.
Yeah, so with the right guidance, you'll get to your goals quickly, and it'll be a more permanent rather than a quick fix. You might have, like, with the wrong advice, the wrong kind of exercises, you think you're making progress, and you injure yourself, then you end up back, and you can't do this, can't do that, you probably end up giving up, to tell the truth. So this is why it's important to get the right guidance from the right person. Person's got to know you. You'll know whether they know you by what they tell you to do and what's best for you. But you need communication, so you do need to sort of like always, don't be shy, stop if you know something's not right for you, you feel a pain, or and you just let them know. And these guys, if they know what they're doing, they know a way around it. Carlos.
Sure, yeah. Basically, what Coach is obviously touching on is based on how important is not just a trainer and a coach, because remember, when we call ourselves personal trainers, it's more, obviously training is one part, obviously coaching is a massive part. It's almost like the training part is almost like the tip of the iceberg. The big part of the iceberg is obviously the part of coaching. It's about obviously knowing the person as an individual, not treat everyone, when I say treat everyone the same, is not one size fits all. Yeah, obviously everyone needs to get a fitter, stronger version of themselves, an healthy version of themselves, then links into their being happy as well. But as you can see, like as Costas as an individual, when I sat down with him the first time, I listened very carefully what he actually wanted. And that's one thing I actually acquired as a skill, as developer, as a personal trainer, is to give what the person's asking to give. So if the person wants muscle, it's muscle they want. Okay, the fitness might come anyway, but they want muscle. With Costas, he wanted strength and he wanted to become a little bit more fitter. He didn't say to me, Carlos, I want a six-pack. He didn't say that. Hence the reason why I wasn't taking photos of him every week, because he didn't say that to me. If that was the question, then I'd be doing that every week.
Yeah, Carlos, there's another thing. I'm a realist. It's in my nature. So I tend to look for realistic goals, and then I expanded on them once I reached them, or I thought I was getting close to them.
And that's exactly what we did. I mean, if you guys watch, I don't know what you guys do, if you follow me on Instagram, I've put Costas fitness tests, power tests throughout, and month by month you can see a massive progression. Obviously we're not messing about here, so really we do have fun and we do have a laugh as well. And obviously our class, Costas is a good friend of mine as well, but what we did do, there was definitely every time there's a valuation. So every 2 to 3 months we do a bit of a fitness test to really see how his progression is doing, basically. And he's doing that. So he's stronger, he's fitter, he's a healthier, happy version of himself, because of the measures that we do, how we treat obviously ourselves in our sessions, and what he does as well, a little bit by himself as well, which I always advise for you guys to obviously do. Obviously cardio by yourselves, stretches by yourselves, you know, sometimes you want to do a bit, whatever you want to do, running outside or power walk, whatever you want to do, to complement the sessions that we do, and that's what we did. So that's why what we here, we basically just sharing, and you just feed back into me, into you guys, what our progress is. But we'll keep in touch. We'll keep obviously showing you guys how we develop it. So with all that said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Take care. Thank you, Costas. Take care.